So today I want to talk about the 4 different kind of welding businesses you can start. They are kind of tiered, as in what you can actually handle, what you need to get into, and I'll just kind of tell you what I advise and the route I'm going, or kind of plan from the ground up what I intend to do in the long run. We'll see how it plays out. The first is being a self-contractor or sole proprietor. And what that is, being a self-contractor, is pretty much it's just the middle ground between being an employee and being a mobile welder or in your own business. And what it is you're no longer an employee, so you're not protected, you don't have the benefits, you don't have the medical coverage, but you can charge a higher rate because you take care of all that stuff on your own. So you get the higher rate, but you pay the this minimal fees of your own medical and your insurance to cover you. So that's kind of just getting your foot in the door. You can go around. There's plenty of opportunities for that. Just self-contracting. It's just a flat rate. There's no overtime. There's no nothing. It's just you're getting paid for your welding services to fulfill a welding need for a contractor. Any kind of like fab shop may need you for installation or whatever. So you can go around and you pretty much just sell your skills to people, and they hire you on just for your welding ability for the duration of the job that you sign in a contract. Remember, get a contract. When you have the contract, you decide on how much you're going to get paid, and they're going to tell you how long the job is to go on for and when the termination is done. And it also tells, your contract is going to talk about when you will get paid. So that's where I really think the best places to start. If you're not doing like a side hustle that I talk a lot about, if you don't have a full-time job and you're doing a side hustle trying to build up your mobile welding business, the next best thing is being a self-contractor, where you don't really need all that much equipment. You just kind of need yourself and maybe some safety equipment. But other than that, the main company that you're working for is going to provide the consumables and the welding machines and stuff like that. They just need your service, and you can make a little bit more profit. The next level up from that is, maybe start out there for about a year or so, and then work your way into the mobile welding, where now you're going to need more equipment. You're going to need a truck, you're going to need a welding machine, you're going to need your tools, and there's a lot more competition, or on the other side, there's just a lot less opportunity for a mobile welder as there is for a self-contractor. So you have to get out and you have to start getting clients and marketing a lot more to try getting more, jobs to fulfill. And we talked about it before. You need to remember that you need to look at providing a service to your area that's very unique to your area. It's not going to be just what you had envisioned. It's going to be something that your area needs and is going to be able to sustain you. So that's the next level up. It takes a little bit more commitment, a little bit more finance, and it's harder to get clients coming in. The next level up on top of that is then going to be your weld shop or fabrication shop. And that's still the same thing as a mobile welder, but now you have a shop to fabricate and kind of bring clients more into you to build things and send out rather than you going out to them. But you can still do the combination of the both as well, fab shop / still be mobile welder. But I suggest building up into it. So that's kind of how I've gone. I jumped both feet in and went straight to the mobile welding, and also have self-contracting gigs going on right now. I have a maintenance gig that I self-contract out at a flat rate, and that's paying my bills and that's covering me. And I'm still working on getting more clients for my mobile welding business. So that's the first stage, mobile welding. I'm going to get it up on its feet, and when it starts going really well, I'm going to try getting into a shop and start fabricating, kind of build up into it instead of buy outright. And the other way to go about that is, if you get bigger jobs every once in a while, you don't necessarily have to buy a shop, own a shop. I mean, you could lease one, but the other way about it is you can lease other welding shops, their employees and their equipment, because they might not be doing as well as you are, or they're just not doing as well at the time, and they might welcome like a partnership or you just rent out the shop from, say, hey, I just need shop space and your equipment, and maybe like a couple of your employees, can we work something out here for me to fulfill this job? So it works out well for you because you get to do a bigger job, and it helps them out to keep their employees and keeps money coming in for their shop. And then last is a manufacturing business. This is if you have a product idea that you want to build and you start selling. It's the same thing as a fab shop. You've got to have all the same things, a place to actually build these things. You maybe don't need a big fab shop. You can possibly do it in your garage. The biggest part about manufacturing is going to be sales, because now you have a product to sell instead of a service to sell. So it's going to be really focused on you having all the right equipment and all the right patenting and everything you need to be able to sell this. If in your state there's certain legalities that require you to have an identification or something for the widget or whatever that you're building, the product you're creating, and then you have to go out and sell it. So you're going to sell it online, or you're going to sell it to distributors. However you want to go about it, that's the other way for you to have a weld business. So you got self-contracting, mobile welder, fab shop, and then manufacturing. That's your 4 ways, and you kind of heard how I'm going towards it. I'm not really going to get into the manufacturing. That's not the plan right now, but I'm working my way up to a shop. Last year it was really heavy on self-contracting. This year still heavy on it, still the beginning of the year, but I'm really focusing on building my mobile welding to where I can, take on more bids and more jobs and not just get paid a flat rate. But it helped out really well with covering my bills for last year, covering my expenses, paying for all my tools, and I'm well on my way to having all my equipment paid off free and clear. And then when I go out to take jobs, I'm not that much worried about my overhead. My overhead's still really low. That's my plan. Doesn't mean that it's the best way to do it, but I believe for me it was the best way, and just a suggestion for you guys. So that's your video for today. I hope you guys have a great day. As always, I'll talk to you later.